video, we will practice solving linear inequalities. So for the first one, let's consider one that's in the slope-intercept form. So let's consider y is less than or equal to 3/2 x minus 6. So the first thing we want to do is plot the line. So we know that we have a y-intercept of -6 if we were to plot the equality of this. In other words, if we were to plot y equals 3/2 x minus 6, every time we go over 2, we need to go up 3. That's a slope of 3/2. I'm going to plot some points, so I'm doing a quick plot. And this time, I want to actually draw a solid line. Make sure you pause to practice this on your own before you look at the solution. But there would be my solid line for y equals 3/2 x minus 6. In this case, that should be part of the solution because we are including the equal sign in the inequality. So we'll make that a solid line. Now we need to determine whether we want to be above or below the line. The quick way of doing that is to recognize, since the y values need to be less than or equal to, then we want to have the region below the line. But just as a test of that, let's do our 1-point test. We can try any point that we want, but there's nothing easier than the origin. So let's try that and put 0 is less than or equal to 3/2 x minus 6. We should get a 0. We want to put 0 in for x. And we end up with 0 is less than or equal to -6, which is false, which is exactly what we were expecting because we expected to use the region below the line, not above the line. And 0, 0 is above the line in this case. So we want to have the region below and to the right. The key, though, is that it's actually below the line. So that's how we would do this particular linear inequality in slope-intercept form. Now let's turn around and do one in the general form. So let's consider 3x minus 4y is equal to 8. I'm sorry, not equal to 8. Let's turn that around. Let's say less than or equal to 8. Okay. So pause the video and work this one out yourself. We first need to get a quick plot of what we would get if there was an equality. So if this had been 3x minus 4y equals 8, we could consider when x is 0, that's an 8. When x is 0, y would have to be -2. So that gives us the point 0, 0, -2 down here. And when y is 0, x would have to be 8/3. So we can quickly get a plot of, that would be 2 2/3. So that's about there. So we can sketch in a line between those, and we're going to include the line because it's less than equals 2 case. And now we have to consider whether we want the region above the line or below the line. In this case, it's not obvious which one would be the right one. So we're going to substitute the point 0, 0. And in doing that, we get 3 times 0 minus 4 times 0 is less than or equal to 8. And clearly that's 0 is less than or equal to 8. And so, which is quite true. So we want to include 0, 0. So the region that would make this true is the region that is above the line.